They're both ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. We're starting our round one match here in the red bracket between Blue Scuti and Cobalt. Of course, Blue Scuti, you know, as the boy who broke Tetris. He made international news late last year, earlier this year, for being the first player ever to play so long in a Tetris game that the game literally could not keep up, thereby leading to a crash of the game. And it was a viral news story and brought a lot of attention to our humble classic Tetris scene. And of course, he's gone on to have great success in competitive classic Tetris. Of course, he had a good finish in the previous CTWC before then. He's won maybe the proudest achievement, of course, winning the Lone Star Open. And is the reigning winner of the Lone Star Open Championship in Austin, Texas, 2024. And Cobalt. Cobalt has been around classic Tetris scene for a while, but does not have, that I can find, a Wikipedia page. So there's no way to find all of Cobalt's different, things all congealed onto like one little place to find it. Unless I couldn't find it. So I don't know. Maybe it's there and I couldn't find it. But I know that Cobalt has made it into the Masters event in the past. I know in June of 2023, he made it into the Masters event. I think that was his first time. And Cobalt also a content creator, and you can find some of his videos on Classic Tetris, or all of them, I guess, on YouTube. I think at youtube.com/okcobalt. So you can go ahead and check those out, and makes very good content. For some reason, it doesn't get the views that Game Scouts do. But they're very high quality. So I think just Scout was first, not first, but Scout was kind of had the first big viral ones, and then he's eating up all of Cobalt's opportunities. So blame Scout yet again for ruining Tetris. 262 for Cobalt, 266 for Scuti. But yeah, I've always enjoyed the videos that I've watched from Cobalt's side. Game Scout says he's played in 2 CTWCs, 1 Masters, in the Boston Regional. So not a lot of experience at sort of the top tier events, but has been around the Classic Tetris community for a long time. Has a 1.55 million PB the last time I looked. Oh, and Pam Owen says he's got a 1 million view video. Well, that's more 1 million view videos than I have. 356 from Cobalt, 361 from Blue Scuti. But anyway, the point is, Cobalt, no stranger to the classic Tetris scene as a player or as a content creator. So it's good to see him here in Masters again. 386 for Blue Scuti, 379 for Cobalt. What was the channel name again? My stream hiccuped at the worst possible time. OK Cobalt, I believe. That was the last time I looked at it. It was OK Cobalt. Cobalt, like the chemical element. Or the in-house brand of tools at Lowe's home improvement stores. Tetris for Scuti, 482, 472 for Cobalt. Oh, that's Cobalt with a K. Whoops. Sorry. That's not Cobalt with a C? Well, it's close enough. 551 Blue Scuti, 520 for Cobalt as we approach the level 19 transition. Right now, the pieces are falling here on level 18. One space every, or one row every 3 frames. On 19, it'll be one row every 2 frames, resulting in a 50% increase in the speed of the pieces, which is pretty fast. And Blue Scuti going to Tetris into 19 at 621. Very healthy transition pace. Cobalt looking to almost match that. Tetris Cobalt 617. A very, very healthy transition pace for both of these players. Blue Scuti, of course, a winner of a Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event and a Lone Star Open Championship, thus the Star 2 next to his or above his name. That star is Open Championships, both Classic Tetris Monthly and Lone Star and Mega Masters all combined. 697 Cobalt, 690 for Blue Scuti. So Cobalt right now with a score lead and has lines in hand as well. So a true lead for Cobalt at the moment. Oh, is it actually Cobalt Tetris? All right, we'll just look up Cobalt Tetris on YouTube and you'll find it. I don't know. I'm looking at OK Cobalt and I am seeing 11,000 subscribers and Tetris content. So watch everything and leave comments. You know, like, share, and subscribe, guys. 818 for Cobalt, 892 for Blue Scuti. Oh, excuse me, guys. I had to mute for a minute. I had a kind of a sneezing fit. But I'm better now. Oh, nice pullback there for Cobalt to make room for the incoming, looks like, L piece. Tetris Cobalt 943, 992 Blue Scuti, but Scuti's left side of his board kind of dependent here. So we'll see what he can do to get this down. Needs a bar, gets a great bar for a triple to bring this stack down considerably. Just a couple lines of burning left to do to clean this up before he opens the well. He's going to do it there with a Z piece. He's got the max out Scuti. Long bar over Tetris. A44. 979 for Cobalt. But Cobalt is back by about 13 lines. So it's actually much closer than the scores appear here. And Cobalt trying to dig his way out of this. Trying to uncover that well. And just can't get exactly the right pieces to do that. Long bar over for a Tetris. Scuti is in to 29 with a 1.1 at B63 right now. Another Tetris for Scuti, making it look easy. There's just a lot of real, you know, Scuti just plays in a way that's just very, he's just got a very relaxed look about him. The pieces get over nice and easy. Doesn't look like a big cosmic struggle every time he's moving a piece. Speaking of struggling here, Cobalt, though, just transitioning into 29 with a very high board. Oh, and Scuti has got a problem here. Cobalt is not going to be able to burn this down, I don't think. But, oh, he gets that T over, but he can't. So Scuti's going to top out in level 31, and Cobalt does him a kindness and tops out as well on 29. But he's got the max out. So a great score here for Cobalt in his first game back in Masters in a while. Well, we are ready. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. that went about as well as anything's ever gone on this channel. I don't know. Somebody asking what is the origins of CTM? Well, there was somebody who started a tournament back inspired by the Classic Tetris World Championship. She started a tournament called Classic Tetris Monthly back in late 2017. And it was a 16-player tournament, and that was it. And it kind of went on for a few months, and it was kind of getting to be a drag on that person's time, on fridaywitch's time. And she couldn't really do it anymore. She was trying to find someone to take it over. At the time, the Discord had about 180 people in it. And we're struggling even to get 16 players a month. So, I don't know. After a lot of hemming and hawing and agreeing and then backing out, I decided to, I don't know, I guess I'll take it over because I was kind of a fan of classic Tetris and I enjoyed hanging out with the people on Twitch. So I said, all right, well, I guess I'll run it. And I don't know. And then it's just kind of taken off from there. I mean, that you know, that was back. I took it over in October, or I had my first tournament in October 2018. So I've been doing it ever since then, really going on 6 years now. I guess almost 6 years, something like that. 142 Blue Scuti, 106 Cobalt. All right, there you go. Cobalt's going to uncover the well. At the time, I had been, streaming on Twitch. There were not many people streaming Tetris on Twitch. There was like maybe 6 people overall that were streaming Tetris on Twitch. It was like Jonas and Harry and me and a couple of other people. I started something back in March called Tetris Deathmatch, and that's where I kind of learned how to restream stuff and got started commentating Tetris matches on that. Tetris Deathmatch still runs to this day. It's been run by Ronkley every first Sunday. And it was just kind of a show up and play thing. And so that's kind of where I got my experience and why it would have made sense for me to take over CTM, because I was the only person hosting any other kind of online NES Tetris matches. I was the only other person doing that besides Classic Tetris Monthly, which was one Sunday a month or one Saturday a month or whatever it was. And that was it for competitive Tetris on Twitch. And I don't know. I just kind of, just going with the flow. Just continue to do it pretty much every single month. I've taken a few months off, but I don't know. It's a fun time. And I'm not tired of it. I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm tired of it, but I'm tired of everything all the time. All right, surprised Cobalt didn't set up for the Vits there. I mean, that would have been great for the memes, but maybe not good for the stack. 284 for Cobalt, 395 for Blue Scuti. Do I run this full-time or you have a full-time job? Well, yeah, I run it as my main thing in life. I'm trying to make it a career. It is not going great, but, we're figuring it out. 308 for Cobalt, 441 for Blue Scuti. I mean, there are other streamers, right, that make streaming their career. So I'll give it a shot. Why not? But I will say, I don't think anybody organizing any Tetris tournament are making a great living at it. As far as I know, there's no one who is an organizer at the highest or lowest levels who are making any kind of living at it. So, not something I'll do indefinitely, but it's fun to try for now. 532 Blue Scuti, 403 for Cobalt. Arbaro says, Tetris with the non-pros is incredibly profitable. What are you talking about? I mean, the people who are doing the best at Tetris in terms of, bringing in anything resembling like whatever, something you can maybe almost live off, are like the players. Not that they're making a huge amount, but I'm sure there are kids that are playing Tetris at the highest levels, winning tournaments. 629 here for Blue Scuti, 457 for Cobalt. that probably don't have to get part-time jobs. And that's great. That is what we want. Cobalt going to top out here, 457. Didn't get to the 19 transition. Scuti was way ahead. And Scuti going to take game number 2 while we answer a few questions from the fans here on level 18. So Scuti, you can go ahead and top out. You are good. So on that topic, let's check in. Let's give Scuti his points. And Scuti about to top out here on the very topic of the prize pool so that we can keep, the players fat and happy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. What? We have 231. If everybody kicked in $2, or $3 definitely, we would be we would exceed our goal. That's it. $2. If somebody contributed $10, they would do the job of 5 people or 3 people, whatever. So please consider it. We give you a lot of free entertainment all year long. Both we as organizers and then the players as players. So I think the least you can do is help support the prize pool every once in a while. $5, $10 here or there. I mean, for goodness sake, you're paying Netflix, you're paying Hulu. It's not nearly as entertaining as classic Tetris players are. 70,000 for Blue Scuti, 71,000 for Cobalt. Ben Squirrely with the tier 1 gift sub to Tetris. And, let's face it, if these prize pools start to diminish, players aren't going to want to play as much. I mean, you don't think, they're just in it for the money. Well, it helps, if they're like, well, I'm not sure if I want to play this month. Well, okay, I could win a little bit. It's good for the motivation. Not that I want them to play every single month until they burn out, but it definitely helps offset the time and effort they put into it. And you know what? It's either this or get a part-time job for some of these players, and this is probably more fun for them. So, and I like that. 209 for Cobalt, 230 for Blue Scuti. Thank you so much to Biggie Mac with the $2. Says bullied me into $2. Well, it worked. $5 from Sup Daft says, let's go Mets. So there you go. They are heeding the call. Thank you, Sup Daft and Biggie Mac and Real Bland for heeding the call. $280 Cobalt. He's going to Tetris 303. Blue Scuti has a little pesky ceiling over a column 2 well that is not a Tetris well. So trying to figure out how to do this as efficiently as possible. Maybe we need to do some sort of incentive, some like drawing at the end of every month for everyone who contributes at least $5 or something like that, or every $5 gets you an entry into some little prize raffle thing or something. I don't know. That would be fun. It's really important to me that we fund these players, Mari says, has Vandy mentioned Cobalt stats yet? No, I have not. I've been trying to plead with people for to contribute to the prize pool, but Mari doing the hard work here, digging out Cobalt's entire match play history, has 6 matches from CTWC against Ian and Coffee. Those are losses. Has a loss against SV, a win against Guafi, and a loss against Tristop. And then has a win against Eyeball and Masters and a loss against Huffaluffagus. That must have been in June 2023. So 8 total matches in the database here for Cobalt with a 3-5 record, 30 games overall, and a 14-16 win-loss record in those games. And listed right now as a 1.569 PB, so I have that wrong. Well, or at least it was maybe that's recent, but anyway, that's what the leaderboard showed me, so that's what I went with. So there you go. Not an extensive match history for Cobalt, but it's really doing well here. Having a little bit of issues. I don't think that's on our side. $562 for Scuti, $489 for Cobalt. Tetris Cobalt $513. I really do want to see more Cobalt in competition. So $515 transition for Cobalt, $539 after Tetris, $615 here for Scuti. 2 lines away, looking for a Tetris, has a well. Remember, Miles is waiting to play the winner of this match. And Scuti's going to Tetris into 19 and pile another one in there. He's got a 664 here on 19 and another Tetris 689 into level 20. Cobalt 595 as he's just about to exit level 20. So a big lead for Scuti here in game number 3. Cobalt needs to win this one to stay in. So yeah, true. Cobalt's PB just shy of a rollover. $678 for him, $771 for Blue Scuti. And Cobalt trying to bring this down. Start scoring again. Scuti kind of high in the middle here. It's going to end up having to take a triple on that right side. Just couldn't really safely pile things in that middle anymore. Now is setting up on the left well. Long bar over Tetris, 839. 693 for Cobalt. Abby Normal with the $10 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Abby Normal. Appreciate that. We are now at $15.08. So under $500 to go. Oh, Cobalt's left side kind of a mess after an indecisive bar or some kind of adjustment or something like that. Now Cobalt scrambling up near the top of the board and is dependent here on good pieces coming in and is being able to get them over left and right. All right, he's working this down. Oh, but a couple of Z's in a row or S's in a row are kind of a mess. But all right, he's going to open up that little well in the middle. He's trying to keep it open. He's actually set up for a dirty Tetris and gets it. That is risky, but it's going to bring the stack down to some better measure of safety. Still not out of the woods yet. There's gaps all around. And this just takes a lot of concentration. Meanwhile, Scuti is up 300,000 points. And a long bar down triple for Cobalt. And Cobalt trying to take a workable board into 29, and we'll see what he can do. He's going to Tetris into 29 at 831. 1.1 for Scuti into 29. So let's see what Cobalt can do. Set up for a dirty Tetris. Gets it. 875. Scuti's left side is a mess. Gets a bar over, but this could end up being a top out, and I think it will for Scuti. So the chase down is B14. I don't know what Cobalt can do, but needs to chase down a B14. And that left side is a mess for Cobalt. Let's see if he can bring this down. And now the right side is a mess. The whole thing is a mess. That's going to be a top out for Cobalt. And Scuti is going to take this one in a sweep. So GG's to Cobalt. I mean, listen, you're running to blue Scuti in round one is not an easy thing to do. But it's great to see you here and hope to see you here again. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest Classic Tetris community online at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.